Hi Aquarius, this is your girl Venus Archangel here with another love reading for you guys. Just want to say thank you so much for tuning in, and let's go ahead and get started with your reading. So the underlying energy that we have here, guys, is the Five of Wands. So there is some situations going on where there's a lot of conflict, there's a lot of back and forth, there is a lot of inner turmoil, okay? And I think it has a lot to do with some clarity, something that you may have seen. Maybe this was the path to happiness that you've witnessed, the yellow brick road, and it's a lot of debating about how you're going to go about getting there and the struggle of getting there, etc. So with all that said, let's go ahead and get into the rest of this reading here. So okay, so the state of being, you have the Six of Cups. So a lot of you guys have a lot of situations going on that is past related. Like you guys maybe thinking about the past, reminiscing, feeling very nostalgic. A lot of you guys could be connecting with an ex at this time, or reconnecting with somebody that you used to know from the past. But a lot of old feelings are coming up, and a lot of old emotions coming up. Not bad stuff, but it's like it's memorabilia pretty much. Like and I know memorabilia is more of objects, but it feels like you guys are really remembering some good times. Now, where you guys want to be is some change. You guys want to change some situations. Maybe you're kind of done with the thinking of the past, or thinking of the good times, always kind of being reminded of the good times. And I feel like maybe the goal right now is to change something. It's some change to like get some things going. Or maybe you want to rekindle something from the past here. That's why the Six of Cups comes up. Maybe you want a second chance or another shot at a situation that might have passed in the past. But what's keeping you from receiving this change is justice, actually. Justice, I know. Justice is pretty much about balance. It's karmic balance. It's law. It's they also card for Libra, but I really feel like there is like an imbalance right now. Things are not really balanced out. Things are not really set. Not only in the universe, but within yourself as well, because there was a transition that was done. There's some distance that was put between you and your partner, possibly the Six of Cups, and it was leaving behind a situation that was maybe you didn't feel like you wanted to do, but you had to gain some sort of prosperity. Maybe there was some transition that had happened in the past as well that caused a bit of imbalance. So it's just getting settled in the energy that you are in at this time. That's what's important. Okay, your advice here is the Four of Swords, which is talking about resting, taking a break, meditating, really thinking about being in your energy and really healing some old situations, some old wounds. Really, it's obviously healing, meditating, and stuff like that. I feel like also taking a lot of resting, and really just taking time out for yourself, taking a break. For those of you that are in a relationship, this is taking a break in the relationship, just kind of doing your own thing, being in your own energy, etc. And just kind of doing, just finding yourself, being with yourself. Because right now, being with yourself is very important. And I get that you got a lot of stuff going on in your life and stuff like that, and there's a lot of imbalance. But there's something about just reconnecting with yourself that's necessary right now. Some things to heal. Considering the Five of Wands is your underlying energy, yes, it talks about an intense time that's temporary, but it's still a change. It's still conflict. There's still a lot of energy to deal with. So I feel like, yeah, giving yourself that time to kind of be like, okay, let me just recollect myself. Because the Five of Wands may not be conflict with an old partner, but this could be about conflicts about an old partner, conflicts about the past and how it ended, and how something may have happened in the past that you're not necessarily sure you've completely let go of. Because the Six of Swords is there. It talks about a transition. And maybe there's an imbalance because maybe how some things were left, and you're not necessarily happy about how things were left. The Six of Swords doesn't mean you just forget and move on. This is just moving forward, and this is mourning, and mourning something that is no longer there to help you grow. So talk about moving and finding a new place to really begin to prosper. As you see, she looks back. She's looking back. She's looking back at like, hey, that's my home. This is where I was. This is me. You're not the same person anymore, Aquarius. You are not the same person anymore. And I feel like the past is just kind of, it's the same. Everything's just pretty much showing itself to be the same old stuff. when you've already moved on, and that's why things are a little bit weird. That's why you have to kind of be patient and be within yourself, because and kind of, you know, resonate in your own energy right now, because things are just not moving forward and the speed that you need and the speed that you're at. Because just obviously everything is major arcana right now, except for the Six of Cups and the Six of Swords. Okay, so your advice definitely saying to really return home, be within yourself right now. If you need to step away, you ghost, you know, disappear for a little bit, that's cool and that's fine. Okay, you know, of course, I would definitely recommend letting people know that you're going to be away for a while if you're going to be on vacation or on retreat, to really just kind of be in your energy and take some time out to yourself. But most importantly, guys, you know, this is about you. This is all about you. This is all about what's going on internally if you need to take some time out and rest. Now, for your feelings, you guys have the King of Swords, so this is a really good card to get, especially because this is your card, Aquarius. This is you feeling in your energy. This is you feeling very powerful and very intelligent and very Aquarian, all right? For those of you that may be dealing with a partner right now, this could be dealing with someone that, you know, that you see as your better half, or someone that is your someone that's very intellectual. There's someone else that's a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn that you're feeling in that area. Someone that you feel that is your partner, someone that feels like something like that, or you guys just feel like you guys are really feeling your energy, and that's why you need to take a break or separate yourself from people, because you really want to just resonate with your own energy right now and not deal with anybody else's energy. Or maybe you're constantly reminded of the past. You need to just kind of, or you just feel like you definitely want to take that break and just kind of relax and just kind of, you know, rediscover you. Now, your hopes and fears, you have the Seven of Swords, okay? So I feel like you're kind of worried about ghosting, or worried about like having to just kind of leave or just disappear. Or maybe you're not sure if you can trust people. I think honestly the situation revolving around everything is like, yes, you've gone through a difficult situation with the Five of Wands. Hence, you definitely need to take a break and just kind of give yourself that time to chill out. But most importantly, I feel like with the Wheel of Fortune in your future, or in your crowning, or your goal, aim, ambition portion of this reading here, you want to change your luck. You want things to try to kind of like shift its energy, so that way things can really get balanced in the way that it was meant to get balanced. Because when you make this transition in the past, you didn't expect everything to still be topsy-turvy, okay? For those of you that may have traveled, maybe you're coming back to a situation that was left unresolved in the past, and that's why it's still a little bit topsy-turvy, because you did change, but the situation hasn't, no matter how much distance did you put between it and yourself. So right now, you might need to just figure out, like, maybe your best path to follow is to really meditate and to reconnect with yourself, and to really just be in your energy. Let me see what else we can see for the Four of Swords, just to kind of get some information. The Tower. What? So it's like almost waiting and expecting for things to kind of come crashing down, or just to recognize what isn't stable in the situation or stable within yourself, and really work on healing that, because of trust issues possibly. Okay, maybe there's something in regards to trusting. Maybe your guard is up a lot more, and you're not really wanting to. You're very your way of the highway, because of, again, you may have been stolen from. Maybe somebody betrayed you. Somebody wasn't honest with you, or you're afraid of somebody not being honest with you, or someone that's kind of just, you know, that makes you feel uncomfortable. Because the Seven of Swords to me is it can make me uncomfortable. You know what I mean? So could be, you know, just trying to heal a situation that might have happened out of the blue in the past, and it had a lot to do with a connection with an ex, or a situation that's coming back up from the past. Now, for your outcome, you guys do have the Ten of Cups. So this is a really good card to get, and I like to see this card because it talks about an emotional cycle ending, but it also talks about happily ever after. And so far, this reading is all pretty good. It's just that there's a balance issue in regards to what happened in regards to some sort of transition that was made. Like, you did some traveling and things are just not settled with you, And I feel like it's just time to kind of give yourself a break and really love on yourself a little bit. And just, you know, take a breather from people. Even maybe people are just working your nerves because you just don't get it. And that's, you know, unfortunately, that's how the world is. People don't understand people. So maybe it's just like separating yourself for a minute and kind of, you know, being in your own energy, like I'm saying. Maybe that's just the best way to be. Kind of the, you know, what's really going to help you feel more grounded right now. And possibly even manifest change, because you are also giving yourself patience and you're recovering from, you know, the spats that revealed something. So I think you get some closure in a sense with the Five of Wands, or there was some sort of situation where you saw something as clear as day and there's a lot of turmoil about it. In the Six of Cups, that's probably what it was, like something that was clearly shining in the past, and you're not only seeing like the good stuff, but you're also seeing the stuff that wasn't that great, and you're like, okay, well, the situation's over. Can I get a little bit of change? Can I get something new? Can I get some sort of situation where I can maybe either, if I can, start over with the person I want to be with, or start over with a relationship altogether? Give me a chance. And you transitioned, but everything's not settled, everything's not ready. It's just like everything's not done, everything's not balanced. Okay, but you will have the Ten of Cups in your outcome. The Ten of Cups is something I can't say you will, but it's potential that Ten of Cups can manifest itself, because, you know, emotional completion is amidst, if anything, if not a relationship, if not, you know, happily ever after, per se. I just really feel like the Ten of Cups is really just indicating that things are going to wrap up, things are going to, you know, complete itself to begin something new and something in a really good direction. But it just needs some time first. It needs some time. So take some time out to yourself and allow yourself to love on yourself right now. More importantly, Aquarius. Now, for your romance angels, you guys have free yourself. It is time to take back control of your life. And that's one way to do it, you know, taking some time out to yourself and loving on yourself. Or, you know, you can even handle people head on if you want to, but as long as you give yourself that time and space and the healing of opportunity, everything's set. And even finding your authenticity and going back within yourself, that is what is really going to be freeing, because you know nothing and no one can stop you. And that's awesome. You guys are already very powerful. So to really be able to connect with your powerful self again, that is what's going to really get control back. You know, that's what's going to make you feel free, and that's what's going to help you manifest, truly manifest what you want. And then for your wisdom of the Oracle, guys, you guys have no place like home. So yeah, it's talking about coming home to yourself, man. It's really talking about that. Allowing yourself to really find and build home again within yourself, because the outside world looks like it's just not catching up yet. It's just not there yet, or you're not there yet either. Or maybe the situation around you is just like you're seeing the past everywhere you go, and everything else has evolved, and you have to kind of catch up within yourself. Maybe like something like that. If it's either the world isn't catching up with you, or you haven't caught up with the world yet. But it don't matter. It's about what you're ready for, and you have to be ready, because it's, you know, this Ten of Cups is coming. Okay. All right, Aquarius. I know this reading was a lot shorter than usual. To be honest with you, I pulled a reading before, and I really did not like that reading. It was talking about waiting and trying to figure out what's, just pretty much waiting and doing the hard work, and really, like, despite how you feel about it, just kind of keep pushing through. And it was just like a really, really gnarly reading, and it didn't really make any sense. You had the Ten of Cups in your acrostic energy with the Judgment card, Hierophant, and the Three of Cups, and it just, in your current state of being, was the Fool. So it's like, you're free. You feel like you have the opportunity to be free, but you also feel trapped, and you don't feel like the ending of the situation that you had, which was which your underlying energy was the Ten of Swords, was over. So it just seemed like there was a lot of situations in that reading per se that was, one, confusing, and then two, just like it didn't really make any sense. It just really didn't make any sense. But if for some of you guys, if that reading kind of applied, which I kind of gave you a summary just now, if it applied, then that's kind of what I pulled before. The Queen of Wands and your feelings. Then you had the Page of Pentacles in your external, or sorry, not external, your hopes and fears. But then you had death in your outcome instead of the Ten of Cups here. So that whole reading that was pretty much telling me is like, you know, something ended really badly, but the emotional part of it wasn't ending, but it didn't end it yet because it was not finished. And you feel trapped because you may not feel like you can get Ten of Cups because of some betrayal in the past, because the Seven of Swords is actually in place of the Six of Swords in this reading. And the way to get through it is to keep pushing through. The Seven of Pentacles is like looking at the work itself and not necessarily the end game, because the end game is on its way. It's going to happen as long as you still remain vigilant and strong in regards to what you're doing, in regards to the work that you do in your relationships, that, you know, the effort that you put into your relationships, etc. And it's almost like you felt trapped in everything, in every aspect. And you may have even have a twin flame for some of you guys, but I'm not quite sure. But I hope this reading helped you. And I will see you guys very soon. If you guys are interested in becoming a Patreon, the link in the description box is my link is in the description box below. So yes, all right, y'all, love you guys, and I will talk to you guys very, very soon. Bye, Aquarius.